Hey everybody, Pixie here, bringing you a TVZ on Shakuras Plateau. This is between, I believe this is Major. I mean, the guy changes his name. To be fair, the guy changes his name about every 2 weeks or so. But I believe this is Major versus the Manor Bear Chef. I'm bringing you a lot of Mannered players. White Raw, Chef, all these great players. This was at MLG Providence. You're probably wondering, hey Pixie, these replays are pretty old. Why are you uploading these old replays? Well, it's just because I'm doing this in the little lull there is because I don't think NASL has released their replay pack yet, as NASL was a somewhat recent tournament. Also, DreamHack was recent too, but I don't think these tournaments have released replay packs yet, or if they have, I do not know of their existence yet. I have actually been searching quite hard for these some sorts of replay. Let's actually just turn the sound up a little tiny bit, as we want to get optimal sound for the viewers. Regardless, I will just be casting some of these older replays just in the time I have, just because, you know, hell, why not? It's not like you might have seen these casted on other channels, but I might do them as well, as so many games at Providence were just fantastic. We do see Major. I'm just going to call him Major because I believe his name is like 6 Cute Angel X or something like that. But I mean, the guy is like Mexican and like slightly overweight. It's just disturbing and just not right. So I'm gonna call him Major because he fits the name Major. If you've ever seen a picture of the guy, just go and Google his picture. He looks like a Major, you know? He doesn't look like there was just the 15 hatch coming down from Chef. He looks like a Major, you know? He doesn't look like a 6 Cute Angel X. We do see the gas coming down during their barracks, which means that there might be some Hellion play, some Banshee play. We know that the Koreans really love the Hellion play. Overlords are moving out. Looks like the drone and the SCV are going to meet. Having a little awkward bro fist, knowing that their love can never be Brokeback Mountain style. Looks like he will deny the scout. Chef probably is going to start picking away the SCV. Going to have a little drill fight. Unfortunately, SCV does beat drone in a one-on-one battle. Will Chef slip in here now that this is down? Actually, he might, realizing that he could have, but raising it just at the right moment. The Marine is coming out and will finish. Chef will get out of there. It looks like the bunker is going down during the hatch. Chef having to pull drones to deal with this. Does he notice it? I don't think he even notices it. Chef, buddy, there's a bunker going down near your mineral line. You know what? I know what happened here. I was watching this game. This is game 1. I was watching this game, and I know exactly why Chef didn't pull up this game, because I was actually at MLG Providence, and I'm going to keep bragging about that for as long as I possibly can. Chef didn't stop that immediately because a referee actually came over. A referee straight up came over and was talking to Chef, asking if this was, like the official game 1, and Chef was actually so polite that he took off his headset, looked the guy straight in the eyes, and was just like, yeah man, this is game 1. And therefore he almost took a lot of damage there. And I was me and the crowd were sort of being like, well, the ref was just kind of talking to Chef in the middle of the game, messing him up, because I did see the bunker going down, Chef didn't. But enough about me going to Providence. I've mentioned that in I think every game that I've casted so far, and I've only casted a couple, that's quite a feat to behold. Looks like the gas and pool is down for Chef. Major going for a fast expand, getting the factory, so he will be going for that reactored Hellion build. Very common when you see the gas going down before the barracks is done. You tends to be some sort of build like that. Spine Crawler is going down with the Queen just to provide a little bit of safety. Looks like Chef is sort of anticipating this sort of Hellion build. Looks like he's going to be lifting off again and putting down a tech lab. So we might see the factory swap out with the tech lab eventually to get siege tanks and marines. However, that is a little ways down the road, so I don't want to be thinking too ahead. Chef basically just droning up. He has 2 queens. This one probably for creep. There goes the creep tumor. In the base, we don't see much tech coming down. We do see the the Zergling speed. Excuse me, just having to gasp for air a little bit because I'm out of shape, and looks like 2 Hellions are coming out for Major, getting the stim and a Marauder also, just basically setting him up. He will be expanding. Chef already expanded, of course, but this is completely typical for Zerg. Larva will pop off, and the 2 Hellions will drive in, but they will be poked and get out of there. Spine Crawlers do a lot of damage. I mean, that's basically, what, 25 damage per shot? That is not something to be laughed at. And I did do the math quite quickly before checking to make sure it was right. It looks like they will. I wonder if they'll just drive right up in here, but it looks like no. I think they would get a bit too much damage dealt to them, plus the Queen would just quickly march on over here. Looks like they will be denying creep spread, though. Chef being so smart and spreading it up on the top where the Hellions can't actually shoot. so genius, and he'll spread it out here slowly. Looks like another Hellion coming down. This Hellion just basically checking to make sure there are no shenanigans going on up here. In the main base, we don't see much. Looks like a lot of Lings coming out for Chef 12 in the making right now. And an Evolution Chamber going down. Would not be surprised to see Chef not being able to spread his creep out there. Major being just a little too good. The Roach Warren is going down, aiding some sort of a wall off. And we do see the Evolution Chamber going down. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a Roach +1, like the missile attack, go down. Or maybe just the Carapace upgrade. Looks like another Spine Crawler going down, and another. So Sheth is gearing up for some heavy macro play. Looks like he will run the Lings by. I'm assuming that these Hellions are going to try to be going up here, but that's where the Spine Crawlers are there. Looks like a relatively large push here for the Lings. Will see this completely and intercept it, taking out the Marauders if Major can't react in time, which I don't think he can, as he will turn around, but it's too late as all the Marauders are taken out. He will run all the way to the base. He will actually do quite a bit of damage if Sheth is not careful. Looks like he did lift this up. He will actually take out one SCV, two SCVs. Looks like the Hellions are there, and the Lings will be trapped and all roasted in a Ling barbecue. So many Ling corpses. Now, Sheth, I think, didn't do as much damage as he hoped to do. If we check out the units lost tab, it looks like... Well, actually, we see Major has lost a little bit more, but I think that Sheth would have liked to do just a little bit damage there. In the units lost tab, we see 4 workers were killed for Major right there, and that is, I mean, not too much, but still, you never really want to lose any workers. Looks like he will try to drive up in here, but there are too many Spine Crawlers, and he will get the heck out of there. In the main base, we do see the layer is morphing. In the Terran base, we do see a lot of production going down. 2 more barracks. This one already does have the tech lab and a starport going down. A reactor back on this barracks right here, and another expansion. This is quite interesting. He definitely feels safe enough to take that expansion after all those Lings were roasted. The Spine Crawlers are moving out to just basically keep those Hellions out of here. Will he just... I think if he could just drive right on by and up there, but it looks like the Roaches are out and will do a lot of damage. Looks like he will get there right as they burrow, kind of cursing his luck as he will not be able to drive up there or do anything. Now, Major doesn't actually have a very large force back at home, but he is expanding off this, meaning that he completely feels comfortable at this. Looks like another Ling run by is coming, and it looks like, will he have enough to defend this? I don't think he will. Actually, with a good stim, he can defend anything, and Micro is also a possibility. Look at that, just taking stim damage, only taking a little bit more in this Marine right here, and roasting the Lings. I think he was accidentally roasting his building there. So I guess maybe he left it on game move. 2 more reactors going down on these barracks. In Chef base, he is also taking his third. The Terran is keeping up with bases though, which is quite interesting. As I rarely see that. I mean, as a Protoss player, I think we're sort of the race that expands the least, or needs to expand the least. Or maybe I'm just sort of thinking oddly. I know you could consider the Zerg. The Zerg sort of needs to expand the most. They're really an expandy race. They're one of the races that expands a lot. I think Protoss is definitely last on that list of races that need to expand the most. Although I could be completely wrong, and it could be Zerg that needs to expand the least, and they just do it for lulz every single time. Regardless, the hatch is going down, which is the point I'm trying to make here. And we do see that the +1 ground carapace was researched from that evolution chamber all that while ago when I mentioned it. The macro hatch is down, the infestation pit is coming down too. A larger Roche push at the front. He will have to pull SCVs for this, so this is actually quite interesting. The bunker is down, so Chef will pull out of there. I mean, I feel like he could do a little bit more damage. Like, turning around right now would be very powerful, as he will get 2 Marines, but he could have also done some damage to the Hellions here, but because of the fact they're in the bunker and their SCVs in there... Actually, I think Chef realizes there are only 3 SCVs in this bunker and not any Marines, so he will take a big push at the front here. Will he take out the bunker? Looks like no, he will not. There are too many SCVs repairing, but he actually will do quite a bit of damage to the SCVs, having to continuously pull them, stop the mining. You'll have to throw down mules in order to mine just a little bit better. Check out the APM tab for the walls. Their APM is actually off the charts. I mean, recently there was a patch to the APM to make it so you couldn't really spam it. So right now you probably think, oh, this APM isn't very impressive. But actually, having APM of 100 is actually quite impressive now because the patch looks like Chef is going to be taking his 4th on top of this. He feels very safe after seeing the fact that Terran really doesn't have much. Terran is loading up a drop and is getting his siege tanks out. Does not even have siege tech though. He is researching that, just starting it actually. The Roaches will pull back and split up into multiple groups. Looks like a drop is coming. Will it be spotted by Chef? Let's see. It is spotted by Chef. Will he react to it? It's hard to say. Looks like in the middle of all this, Chef's main was taken out, and I completely missed it. I need to apologize right now because Sheth's main was just taken out. Over here we have 2 more drops coming in, full of guys right here. This drop will be cleaned up, or will it? I mean, it's very, very close to being taken clean. Looks like the drop is getting here. Sheth does not notice it, I don't think. No, he doesn't. This is pretty deadly, and he completely took out the hatch, and I missed it. Jesus, I'm the worst caster ever. Regardless of that, looks like he is mining from the macro hatch. He is getting his infestor research, too. Looks like Sheth will, as he transfers the drones over, will spot this, and not even moving his drones, he will lose almost all of them. Looks like the roaches do come up, and they'll do massive amounts of damage as the medevacs are all the way over here. I don't even know why Major decided to do that. Regardless, Sheth is, if we check out the units lost tab, looks like it's more even now. The Terran, of course, is still on top. I'm not really even sure why I said of course there, but the Terran has lost a little bit more, but Sheth lost his main during that. I mean, he was able to mine from the macro hatch, but it seems like he lost a lot of lings. If we look at the